We are live, and I get the privilege of actually starting off today because it is Father's Day. So
yes, it is.
Not only happy Father's Day to you,
Thank you.
but to all the other wonderful dads out there. What you do is so important, and we're just all truly thankful. So this is your day. We hope you're having fun. And if you are joining us today, well, that we feel extra honored
Privilege
that you're
would join us.
taking time to come and do that.
Yeah, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Now I'm going to cough, and then I'm going to welcome everyone to the room.
All right. I like how you know I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do
I
that.
was holding on to it so bad. So we were saying stuff back and forth online. We've got a busy room already right off the bat.
Awesome.
So Josie and Arnold are here.
Hey, guys.
We've got Jim, aka Eagle's Nest.
Hey, Eagle's Nest.
We've
It was
got-
good to see you on the live chat with RVDM last night.
I was at work, so I couldn't join in, but I was sorry I missed out on that.
Yeah,
But
it was
Russ
a
said,
good-
"No worry, I got it."
It was a good chat. They had quite a few people in there.
We've got Donna and Miss Stacy.
Hey, Donna. Hey, Stacy.
And then we have Three for the Road. I saw Dave and Susan are here as well.
Hey, guys. 3 for the Road. I think they were in RVDM's live chat yesterday, so it was nice to see you guys in there,
Nice.
too.
Donna is saying hit that like button. Give a like button if you want to wish Russ a happy Father's Day, as well as all the others.
Yeah. Thumbs up for all the fathers in the room.
Thumbs up for all the fathers. There we go. Unboxing Our Life from Brad and Hope.
Hey,
See, now I got
guys.
their names. Hi, Brad and Hope. The Montana Project.
Hey,
So the box that I thought was Stacy's. was
yeah,
not
it was actually a Montana project. We haven't opened it yet because we want to film it, and we literally just picked it up. So we didn't have a chance to film it, so I haven't opened it yet. But
It's gonna be like Christmas.
once we do, I will be sporting it. So just to
Yes,
let you know,
we're
it
gonna-
arrived when we'll
He is
open
so
it.
excited. You
Yep.
have no idea. So we have Judy Payne.
Hey,
She
Judy.
missed us Friday night. Well, you might have missed hearing us, but you didn't miss seeing.
Yeah.
We were dedicating Friday night's episode to the movie Frozen. And so we became frozen 3 minutes into it.
Yeah, it froze at a pretty good spot. I mean, because we've had things, like where it freezes and you'll be like, or something like
That's
that.
gonna freeze like that right now.
I know. But this freeze, Kerry was looking good as always, and I was staring longfully
Lovingly
into
at
her eyes. But so it worked out well. I was really happy that we had 30-some people stay in the room.
Well, we had a
after
great
that.
conversation. There were a lot of great questions and about RV washing machines
Yeah.
and just all sorts of different things. So
I
you never
think-
know what'll come up. That's what these things are here for.
I think that's why our live chats are so nice and so fun, because there's a lot of great information
Mm-hmm.
brought up from the viewers, the people that are in the room.
This is a name I don't recognize. Blue Wave Bob. Hello from
Blue
Southwest
Wave
Florida.
Bob. Oh, I think Blue Wave Bob was in. Were you in the RVDM live chat last night? I think your icon, your logo looks very familiar.
And coming from a Hawaii boy, he notices icons with waves. And
I
things
do.
like that, or surfboards.
Boy, I miss the ocean.
Lewis said, happy Sunday and happy Father's Day on the road. Just stopping by to say hi. Lewis is got to be like the busiest man ever.
Is
He
this-
is always on the road.
Which Lewis is this? Because we got a couple
Outside.
Lewises. Outside Lewis. Yeah, hey, I've been seeing your Instagram stuff. I know you guys are probably going to a Harvest Host winery tonight, or maybe that was last night. Maybe I'm a day behind, but very cool. Can't wait to see some pictures from that.
Donna's sitting in her camping chair, imagining she's sitting around with all of us.
Yes. Well, one day we're all going to
We
have
will.
to get together.
One day we're going to have to just have this big gathering
Yeah.
together, and everybody can get together. Judy said, happy Father's Day to Russ and all the other dads. It's easy to have children, but it takes a lot more to be a great dad. And I agree with that. And there's
Yeah,
no...
I'm sorry. I'm a crybaby, and that just brought tears to my eyes. Wasn't because of me and my kids, which I truly enjoy. I'm just thinking about all the time my father spent with me. Worked real hard.
And a lot of times you don't appreciate those things
Yeah.
until you get to be a parent.
So, yes.
And so We apologize to our parents and to our fathers for being the crazy, hair pulling out, hair causing teenagers that we were, and for all that you did.
Yeah.
Bodie's here.
Hey, Bodie.
Bodie. You gotta say it like that. Blue Wave Bob said, yes, I was.
Yes. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated.
Unboxing Our Life said, curious about health insurance on the road if we need to buy our own.
Yeah.
We ran into that because when we first started on the road, I was still employed with Beloit College, and then I have since stepped away from there, and I had to look for private insurance. Now, Russ was covered under the VA.
Well, yeah. We've had some changes there, though.
Yes. So we went through, believe it or not, the Escapees has a fantastic page on their health insurance. And I believe it's through United Health One. And you get to pick and choose the different types of coverages that you need. Now, back in the long time ago when you had to worry about whether something was ACA compliant or not, a lot of these don't, because you're kind of piecemealing for what you need and didn't meet that ACA compliant thing. But now that you don't have the financial fine, the taxation fine for not having ACA compliant, we got a very good plan, which includes dental and vision that covered what our needs are. We even have something where we can dial into doctors when we're on the road. Let's just say we're not feeling 100%. And if it's something simple that they can diagnose and even do a prescription. Yeah,
they can do prescriptions over that call-in.
So for us, that has been working out fantastic so far. And I will, after this show, give me a little bit because I've got to run right to work.
Yeah, she's going right to work.
But sometime after 5 o'clock my time tonight, I will put a link to the Escapees page where they outline and provide links to all these. That's one option.
Yeah.
I do think maybe we'll do an in-depth video kind of outlining, because there are a lot more options out there. When we first hit the road, we briefly touched on the subject because people said, what do you do? But we really didn't have to use an outside independent source.
Exactly, because when we first started, I had what was full coverage from the VA, but apparently the VA put me in what's called a Category 5, which means that I have full coverage for any medical things. But then that has now recently changed, and I do not have coverage. We think it's because of financial limitations.
What they did is when he went in initially to the VA, they filled out paperwork, said, yes, you're all set. They gave him the cards and everything. Well, then 6 months later, he got a letter saying, nope, this is going to be based off of your 2017 tax paperwork. Well, obviously your financial status is different now than it was 2 years ago, but that's what they're justifying it off of. So thankfully you didn't go into the VA for any medical things, because you would have been, if that happens, so if you go in for VA coverage and they give you your cards, try not to use the benefits right away until
because
you know.
Because if it changes,
Because if it changes, then they're going to back bill you for all that stuff. Which thankfully the only thing you got was a flu shot.
Yeah,
so
it cost $600 too, but I was still under coverage from my work. So, okay, moving on.
Katie D, hello from mid-Missouri.
Hey, Katie, thanks for joining us.
Judy said, I listened to Friday's chat afterwards. Definitely think Russ is smitten with you, Kerry. Well, he better be after 27 years.
When I first met her, so growing up and being younger, I was quite the ladies guy, I guess, and I wasn't afraid of women, never, or girls, probably. I got married when I was 19, so, but I wasn't afraid of girls. I was the one that go up and talk to them all the time and always felt in charge, but when it was with her, everything that came out of my mouth felt stupid. I would say something, I was like, that was stupid. That was stupid. So I guess that's why I had to marry her. First one that intimidated me.
Well, if that's what it took, then I'm happy about that. So 3 for the Road RV said, I'm very blessed to have great father figures in my life.
Yeah, I think anybody that does is very blessed for that.
What a nice comment. Susan Elwell said, how did you clean the screens and fan in the little guy?
Go ahead.
I would give it to you, but you didn't clean the screens and fan.
No.
So
I did most of the exterior stuff.
I had an old toothbrush, believe it or not, and I would, and I'm talking about the bathroom fan right now, because with that, it only sucks up. It's not like a fantastic fan where it can blow down and up. And so what will happen, and we had a lot of dirty areas, plus with the dogs and dander and everything.
Yeah.
Take an old toothbrush, and I would scrub that down, and then I would take a spray bottle, and then I would spray that after, and just take a rag and wipe that. So that cleans the bathroom fan. Now the outside screens, they do collect a lot of dust, and the best I can say, just from when we were in Sedona, is have all your windows open, and I would just really kind of have them down and kind of hit them, or take a little brush thing to get a lot of the dust off of those, because they are difficult. You know, we just realized that with our screens here, because they're the traditional old flat ones, that you can clean those with a brush.
I much prefer those for keeping insects out too.
The flat ones.
Yeah.
We had considered, especially for the back window, we had issues with it going up and down. We were considering just buying screen material, getting Velcro that we could roll down and then secure in place to keep it nice and tight, because we did want to sleep with the window open sometime. It's something you might want to think about, because the bugs can get in there. But cleaning them, I do think that those accordion style ones do
they're
cause
difficult.
a little extra thought going into it. Forgotten Winter. Good morning, I made it. I have missed your live chat the last few tries. Well, you made it. Yay.
Glad to see you here, Forgotten Winter.
Oh, this is a good tip. Blue Way Bob says a new paintbrush works well too.
There you go. See, that's what the collective knowledge, I know I've said this before, but the collective knowledge of the people that are in these live chats is just amazing. I learn so much every time we sit down and chat with everybody.
I mean, for a lot of things out there, there are these fancy gadgets that you can buy, but talking to the people that are going out there camping, going out there full-time RV, sometimes you don't have the luxury of time to go to the store and buy some things.
Yeah.
So you put on your MacGyver hat.
Yeah.
And you make do, and then you're like, oh, hey, that works pretty darn well.
A lot of times that works better than the fancy gadgets too.
So I love that paintbrush idea.
Yep.
Teresa Corley Bills, hello. That's a
Hey,
new
Teresa,
name.
thanks for joining us. Much appreciated.
Western Oklahoma.
Is that where she's from?
Yes.
Nice.
All I remember of Oklahoma is being very windy.
Yeah.
Windy every time
We drove through Western Oklahoma on our way to our daughter's graduation from the Air Force Basic Training. And it was really windy through there. Might have just been the time of the year for us too.
Now, okay, this is really bothering me, so I'm going to mention the gigantic furry elephant in the room. So Russ wanted to get these little windsock things for the microphones, and they're gigantic. Look at these things. So if
they've got to be
not
bigger.
A big bug from Montana climbing on my shirt.
See, this is all to create a better product, because you would hear wind noises a lot of times when we were outside. And these really cut down on the wind noise. And really, if you watch it, Nomadic Fanatic, Eric has a huge gray one that he wears on his shirt all the time. It's like that big. These are like not even half that size.
I know, but it still looks like a big furry caterpillar. I told Russ that I was going to buy those little stick-on googly eyes.
There you go.
I'm going to name it. It's going to be like my little pet that I'm going to have out here. Hey, Haas.
Hey, Haas.
I'm so excited. That reminded me, and we haven't listened to it yet because I'm saving it for Q&A.
Yes.
Donna and Haas both left messages on our website with that little orange tab. So
yeah, we've got a SpeakPipe app on our website. So if you guys want to leave us a voicemail, you can feel free to do so. It's at www.theroadsweroam.com. On every single page, you'll see a little orange tab that says leave voicemail. If you have a computer, you have to have a microphone, but if you can do it on your phone, it'll use your phone or your tablet's microphone. And you can re-record it as many times until you get it right, and once you're satisfied with it, click good to go or whatever. I've never left a voicemail on there, so I don't know exactly how it goes.
You should.
I know, I do.
Send me a message.
Yeah.
But no, we have the glitch that we had before up and running, so now we actually get the notifications when people do that.
Yep.
Stacy said, the little guy fan, you can rotate the screen and pop it out, giving you access to clean the fan blades.
There you
too.
go. Yeah. Yeah, so...
See, I didn't know that because I had tried tugging it down different times. I didn't know you could rotate it, and I knew there had to be a way to get it out. But then our fan blades didn't get too dirty at the time, so I wasn't too concerned. But it was one of those things in the back of my mind. So thank you, Stacy.
Yeah. And now that we're keeping our little guy Max.
Oh, he's coming up with plans for it. Do not be surprised if you see a big Class A towing around a little guy.
I miss Teddy.
Yeah, I know. Teddy and Boone. Now we're
Yeah.
Unboxing Our Life says our first night in an RV was the first night we full-timed RV, so we had
Wow.
no knowledge how to use it. Thanks to you and all the other YouTube RV channels.
Oh, well, thank you for the kind words.
Crazier than we are.
Yeah.
Because we at least took it out maybe for two quick trips.
Yeah.
Before which, thankfully, we did not go full time at that time, because if you catch, I think it was a video Russ titled "The Bumpy Start."
Yeah.
We forgot everything.
Yeah, I blamed it on Kerry.
You forgot the hose.
Not only did I blame it on Kerry, but when we were backing out, I hit the neighbor's car. Not with the trailer, but with the
True
truck.
story.
So I had to blame it on somebody other than myself. I was having a bad weekend. But hey, things happen, and we didn't let it ruin our weekend.
No, we didn't. But kudos to you for just getting out there and doing it. Nothing
Yes.
what is it? Trial by fire or
Yeah,
something like that?
you know, sometimes I think that's the best way to do things. When you have to learn, you learn a lot quicker.
Well, the good thing about them, first night full timing, going out there, they can't do what we did. You can't say forgot anything.
Yeah, you have
because
everything with you.
everything's with you. That's one of the things we love. Russ was just talking about that the other day when he said, "Oh, when we get back to West Yellowstone, I got to remember to pull something out." He goes, "Oh wait, we have it with us."
Yeah.
So-
You've never, if you're full-time RVing and you've got everything, I mean, you don't have like a tow behind and then you take your tow behind off somewhere like us. When we go somewhere in the RV, we have everything with us. So it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling knowing that everything you have is right there with you.
Okay, so hold on. I'm working off of my computer today because my phone was a little low, so it jumps. It doesn't give me as good of access.
I think
to
you
read.
can make that bigger.
Well, I'm not messing with it. Pam is here.
Hey, Pam.
Jim had to work today. So how's Seattle?
Yeah.
I think you guys have had some pretty good weather lately.
Yeah.
Warmer than usual, I
Yeah.
think.
We should find out. We'll be talking to our son here later today. I would think so. I would think he'd call us.
Yeah, but he should.
Our daughter already called, so she's off the hook.
Yeah, she's off the list, the countdown. But he was out late last night with his friends that came to visit. So,
Yes.
you know, being young and being able to sleep in.
Well,
half the
and
day.
they're also behind hours wise too, so it's a lot earlier there.
This is true. Teresa said it's windy here in Oklahoma. Have y'all ever visited Robbers Cave?
No, we really haven't spent much time in Oklahoma. It's mostly been passing through. We plan on changing that now that we haven't been there at all since we've been full-timing. So we do plan on changing that and spending some time in Oklahoma now that we're full-timing.
Okay. Judy says she'll have to call us back, but this time answer so we can really talk with her voicemail.
Oh,
that
gotcha.
She had left. We may do something like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, SpeakPipe is just one way. It's just a message.
I think,
thing.
yeah, but I do think they have a podcast type option. I'll start looking into it just to see if we can.
Well, there's always Skype too. You can bring up to like 30 people in on
wow.
Skype. So maybe we should bolster our Skype stuff and maybe have a Skype hookup or connect or something like that.
So Pamela, I was wondering when they would hit the road in their new fancied out GMC.
Mm-hmm.
They driveway surfed in their own driveway last weekend to give it a full go over.
Good.
Very
good.
smart.
Yeah, we
Very,
did the
very
same
smart.
thing with
How
the
did
little
it
guy
go?
Max.
Never Ending Adventures. Hey guys, happy Father's Day.
Thanks for joining us.
Are your mics Boya brand? Your videos are very clear. What camera do you use?
So in the beginning, we used what we're using right now, which is an iPhone 7. We use that almost exclusively. I'd say 97% of the
For
time.
our live streams, yeah.
For everything.
Well, yeah, for a lot.
So now we use for like our faces and places. It's a
Our Saturday videos.
Yeah, it's a GoPro Hero 7 Black, a GoPro Hero 7 Silver, and a Canon T7i DSLR camera. And we'll some of the clips will be phone, but only if something popped up and we didn't have another camera with us. And I don't know the brand of the mic that we use, but we're usually not hooked up unless we are doing a vlog or something like this.
It'll say it right there on the microphone.
So I can always put a link in here. I'm trying to get this without moving the camera. Hold on one second. It's Power Dewise, Power, no space, capital DE, capital WISE, Power Dewise.
I got that
is
off
the
of
mic.
Amazon because
Yeah.
he said get mics. So I'll put a link for that below just in case you're interested.
Yeah, and they're lapel mics, and what we have is we have a splitter that goes right into the phone. It has 2 connectors. Now you can even get another splitter, let's say if you have another couple with you, and split that even 4 ways. So it's a great system. We have really been happy with ours, and I'm glad the quality is good.
Okay, I'm trying to backtrack here for a minute because something was going on where Donna did something and people were going back and she said thank you. So
Okay.
if I missed it, let me know.
Yeah, we're running a little bit differently. Carrie's running off her computer, so we won't be as on top of it. But if you have something that you really want to get out there and want us to answer or talk about, just keep putting it in there. We'll get it.
Yep. Forgotten Winter said they're also going to be driveway surfing. Our rig arrives at the end of July.
Awesome.
We ordered a Jayco Seneca. That one I'm not familiar with. I'm going to have to Google that.
Well, I know you guys are super excited because I know we were super excited when
Yep.
we were just days out. We were actually about a year out from when we picked up our little guy Max.
June 13th was when we got our little guy Max.
I tried so hard to get it for June 12th, which was Carrie's birthday, but it just couldn't. It was June
That's all right.
13th. But yeah, so we know how you feel. We're super excited for you.
Yeah, they said that we are beyond excited, and it's currently at the paint shop.
Awesome.
Blue Way Bob said, I work in my trailer in my driveway until the next trip. Next week, Venice, Florida. After that, the Keys. I so want to go to the Keys.
Oh man, super nice. Oh, I just saw a super chat pop up there.
It's the Hunter GT.
Hunter GT John, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For that.
You know, when we were in the little guy, we had the little window because it was winter, and we
Yeah.
put the little stickies. I don't know if I could get away with sticking it to the tree. We're gonna have
We
to
had our super chat
super chat board.
behind us, so every time somebody sent a super chat, we put your name up there. John, we will have to figure something out. We will do that. Thank you so much. The Hunter GT is John, and John has an amazing. You've seen. I've been putting metal detecting videos in more, or not metal detecting, but treasure hunting. But I'm gonna start working some metal detecting videos in there. And John is one of those guys that has an amazing metal detecting video. He's been sponsored by Technetics metal detectors, Fisher metal detectors, Bounty Hunter metal detectors. He's also been, they're always new, you know, and Macro sent him new stuff.
The most thorough,
Yes.
not only just the unboxing, but he will go through everything you want to know about a specific detector. So check his channel out.
He understands the detectors really well. I worked for the manufacturer of Fisher Technetics Bounty Hunter, and the only people that knew how the metal detector worked better than him were the engineers. So check his channel out. It's a great channel. Thank you, John, for the super chat. Much appreciated, buddy.
And you know, that whole world with the super chat thing, that's a totally new concept.
Yeah.
For me, with the whole YouTube world, and just a way of showing channels support. So
hey, John, happy Father's Day, brother.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. I know your daughter and your son are super lucky to have you as their daddy. So happy Father's Day, buddy.
Oh, you know what we can do?
What's that?
For at least the people that have channels like Hunter GT, if they super chat, you're going on our favorite channels.
Oh yeah, our featured channels.
Featured channels. You'll be on our featured channels. Katie asks, before Katie asks, Unboxing Our Life said they love my hat. Yeah, see my Yellowstone. I had to get one for the Yellowstone thing. My Beloit Bucks one was starting to be a little ratty. You may still see it from time to time, but I think I'm going to be wearing this one a little bit more. Doesn't look as ratty. Can't let it get to be like Russ's hat.
I love my hat. The dirtier, the better.
Katie said, what is the GMC camper that you've mentioned?
Okay, so that's Pamela Rogers. I don't know what their YouTube channel is. Pamela, go ahead.
Shout it out.
Shout it out. It is a beautiful GMC, and they've done a wonderful job at Arresto on that.
Lori's RV Life, making fun more fun. She said, "Good morning, friends," with a big old heart.
Good
Thank you.
morning. Thanks for joining us.
Pamela is talking about the driveway surfing. She said it made us feel better. We were able to unplug and test how long
Of
the
course.
solar panels we installed would last, and more importantly, how the composting toilet works. So you have a dependable one really close by.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that is a very good point.
Yeah.
And Hunter GT also said, hit that like button. And as we mentioned earlier in the hour, for the new people, wish everybody in the room a happy Father's Day by hitting that like button.
Yep.
Pamela said it's a 1975 GMC Motorhome Eleganza 2. Did you ever see the movie Stripes?
Yes. Was that the one? Is that the same model? Yeah, it's a great. I don't know if you have the gun systems like that, but
That would be an awesome.
but no, we love their GMC. It's beautiful.
Oh, okay. So Donna, Judy said she was nervous too when she called in, and then she was embarrassed when I was mentioned in the video. Well, if you ever want to leave us a message and don't want us to feature you on there, just say it very quickly. Say, hey, this is just for you guys.
Yep.
Don't share.
And we'll respect that. We just love hearing y'all's voices.
So Pamela said our new blog is the ournewneighborhood.blog. So
There
if
you
want
go.
to see, she has all the details of their reno. I mean, they did top to bottom everything. It's fantastic. Check that out.
Yeah.
Travels with Delaney. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Pat and Patrick.
You're not like surrounded by 200 other new camp. I was amazed. You guys were talking on the live stream, I think the other day, about how many tabs, tags, and whatever
Yeah.
else's were out there. Like 200. That must have been a sight to see. So thank you guys for joining us.
So the Delaney's were in the live chat with RVDM last night, and we kind of brought up this impromptu idea about in 2021 maybe trying to do a caravan up to Alaska or something.
I'm so down with that.
I don't know how serious they are, but I tell you what, if you're serious about it, Kerry and I would love to jump in on something like that. I think that would be a lot of fun
I have
and really exciting.
all the map books and everything because we had it all planned.
Yeah, before we switched out. Yeah.
Yep, and they've got some fantastic. Oh, and so many people that we talked to in
Yeah.
advance gave us ideas, like Vicky and Jeff DeMott.
Oh,
which
yeah.
you still need to get to them about
Oh,
tips
Hawaii.
to Hawaii because they're going to Hawaii in October.
Yeah, they gave us an amazing
Oh, my
write-up
goodness.
on everything to do with Alaska. So we've got a lot of inside info thanks to them.
Yep, Travels with Delaney, Alaska 2021.
Awesome. We
Right
are
on.
on board.
Judy said, I enjoy, you know what we're going to have? We're going to have like 500 cars going all the way up to Alaska.
It'll be
Oh, it'll be
like a
good.
convoy.
No, I think that would be, oh, we have to do that trucker convoy music. For, what show was that? What movie?
I don't
Smokey and
remember.
the Bandit?
No, it wasn't
No.
that. I think it was called Trucker. I can't remember the name of it, but that. Oh, I can't even. I know exactly what song you're talking about. It's got like a woman's voice.
It'll pop into your head when it doesn't
If anybody
matter.
knows of that song, let us know. I'm gonna go Google it or YouTube it as soon as we get
All
off.
right, that makes me feel so much better. You have no idea because I was super bummed. I was so excited to get our new RV, but I knew that meant us not hitting Alaska by our target date this year.
Yeah.
We just had to change everything.
Yeah.
And that was something that I was like, oh, things are going to keep getting in the way. So this gives me a target to go for again, and I am super excited.
Yeah, but again, this life, what we always talk about is being flexible.
Yes.
So that was something that had to change, and we went with it. And now we've got this opportunity. And I think it would be so much more fun with a group of people.
Yes. Well, and it's a little less scary too,
Yeah.
to be honest. I mean, even for seasoned RVers, I don't think we're seasoned.
Oh,
But,
no, not at all.
But for seasoned RVers, going through these vast treks to Alaska where you won't have cell coverage, where
Yep.
you don't have, you're in Canada, so maybe your normal whatever roadside assistance services and things like that, all your normal go-tos for your security blanket are gone.
Yep.
And what if something happens? So this way, if you have a group of people around you,
Yeah.
it makes you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, the old adage, safety in numbers.
Judy said, we all need CBs.
Yeah, well, now they've got that cell phone function where it's just like a CB, so you could just use that.
Pam said, wanted to tell you guys that it is so nice to listen to a video where the sound is consistent. Some channels you are constantly on guard with the remote to turn the volume up and down. I will have to admit,
yeah, I was just going to say that.
We're one of those channels at the beginning.
Yeah, we had problems with our audio, and that's what led to these mics and stuff. So a lot of times it's just a learning process for those channels. So have patience with them, just like people had patience with us, and we learned. So yeah.
And that was one of the things we really stressed to the viewers, even at the beginning.
Tell us.
We loved getting feedback, and by no means, if we could make the changes to the channel, we tried to. We tried every effort. Some suggestions we had, we just didn't have the financial means to kind of do what they wanted. But where we were able to make those adjustments, we tried, and I think our channel's the better for it, because this has always been not just about us, but the community. We hear a lot of comments from people that say we love the community, and this is a collective effort. So thank you very much, Pamela. That was very nice to hear. Travels with Delaney said, we can rename the caravan the Roads Delaney Roam. I love it.
Travels with, I don't know, but yeah, we'll throw something in there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be a special one-time t-shirt. You and Patrick should get together and collaborate an art type thing, and it'll be a special t-shirt.
There you go. That would be super cool.
I have to throw this in there because of my background in fundraising. I think maybe it would be a great opportunity to pick a charity.
Yes. Yeah.
That maybe certain proceeds from these t-shirts could all go to a charity that maybe all the channels that are on the caravan kind of support.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So we'll brainstorm more on that, I think. If you're up for that. I don't want to hold people to that before. I just thrown it out there. Blue Way said, from Key West to Fairbanks. Oh,
wow.
That
Talk about extremes. That's a long ways. Yeah.
That would be a trip and a half. Yeah, there will be definite planning involved, and try to see this start in the
just like there's planning if you're trying to go. I know you're from the area, but Kerry and I tried to last minute pop into the Keys since we were down in Florida
in January.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen apparently.
And the cheapest we found, or the only, actually not just the cheapest, the only place we found one night, $150, and it was just like a blacktop place. That it had full hookups, but it was
a parking lot.
It was a parking lot with hookups. Yeah, for $150. So needless to say, we didn't do it.
3 for the Road RV said that would be awesome. Wally is dying to go up there.
Yeah.
It's been on our list for so long.
So much I want to do up there because I am into metal detecting, treasure hunting, and that sort of thing. So the gold prospecting up there, as well as I've got some friends of mine, a guy named Arctic Diggers that is on Instagram, that has an amazing Instagram account, Arctic Diggers. He goes and he hits these old, what are they, gold rush camps, and even he gets 1960s and 50s tins and 20s and even back into the 1800s, and I don't know how he cleans them up.
They are beautiful.
But they're rusted like crazy when they come out of the ground, and sometimes they almost look new after he gets to them.
Something with the ground.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't.
So there's a lot exciting stuff for us in Alaska, not to mention just all the beauty and the fishing and all that other stuff.
RVing and all the other stuff, and then we'll take people along for treasure hunting where we're able to. Donna said, I should be ready for that drive by then.
There you go, Donna. More than welcome to join us.
Yes, and Judy's saying, traveling in caravans, especially for old single ladies traveling alone, definitely, just really for anybody, because even when you are with a couple or a family, there is that slight fear, what if we break down?
Yeah.
And what if we can't get help?
Or what if I don't know how to fix this or that? With the more people and the more minds in there, the easier obstacles are to get over.
Speaking of treasure hunting, Adventure Archaeology is here. He finally made it to a live stream.
Hey, Brandon, thanks for joining us, buddy. Happy Father's Day.
Yes, he finds some amazing those
old bottles, old soda bottles.
I never knew about all the different types. I've never heard of a It's
Hutch.
a
Hutch, yeah.
I want to say Hutchinson, like Kansas. So see, I still didn't really learn that. I have to watch some more.
Yeah, it's well, you got me brain blocked right now. I don't know if it's Hutchinson or Hutch or what, but I normally know that. Brandon, I'm sure will chime in.
Brandon took Russ on a bottle digging hunt one day.
Yeah, and Brandon.
His butt was sufficiently kicked.
Yeah.
And he had like gravel embedded into parts of
Well,
his head.
Brandon digs deep. You know, we're talking 15-foot holes looking in these old bottle dumps. It was the hardest I've ever worked treasure hunting in my life, bar none.
Okay, let me go back here because my thumb hit it and we went up. There we go. 3 for the Road RV has a question about, like, with the Alaska trip, are you going to boondock all the way? Not sure. Probably not. I think
probably as much as possible.
As much as possible, but I think depending on the people in the caravan and what the capabilities are.
Yeah, well, we haven't. You know, we just kind of just hit the minds last night. So I think we've got a little while to think about it, and the Delaney's and Kerry and I are getting together, not next week, but the following week, I believe.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to sit down around the campfire and discuss that a little bit more. But I think it's super exciting.
Yeah, me too. Hunter GT has a question.
Okay.
I usually never have buyer or seller's remorse, but some people do. Do you guys have any with the little guy, or are you loving the new setup?
So,
both.
Yeah.
Which is why we're probably going to be keeping.
We're going to keep, we hope we're going to keep the little guy Max. Now, we signed a deal with a consignment shop, so we've got to like another 30 days for it to hopefully not sell. But we have plans on possibly towing that little guy Max
with some
around
special plans
with us.
For
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's unique. I will give Russ that.
To answer, yeah, I've got this business idea that I think I think it'll work. But to answer your question, no remorse whatsoever about buying the little guy Max. Probably wasn't the best choice for us as full-timers and still working.
It's possible and it's doable. I will say that. But for long-term full-timing, probably not.
Especially if you're working, and it was, you know.
Okay, so Brett is officially off of the list. He's let off the hook.
Did Brett, our son, sign in?
In all caps. Happy Father's Day to the best pops around. I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Brett. Thank you. See, there I go. I'm sorry.
You're making him cry.
I was a cop one day, and I think I
one day.
Well, no, I mean, back in the day. And I had to be non-emotional and stuff. I get very emotional now. Thank you, Brett, very much. And I appreciate the kind words, and I definitely appreciate you popping into this venue and saying it. It means a lot that you joined us and supported us.
Miss Judy Payne says, I want to video with my camera on my trip to the northeastern U.S. Any pointers for getting the best footage?
So here's the deal. You want to be as smooth as possible, and because that jerkiness takes a lot away from it, and that's the whole reason we switched to the Hero, or the GoPro Hero 7 Black. It's got electronic stabilization in it. It's not as good as a gimbal, but it's a lot easier to use than a gimbal, and it's almost as good as a gimbal. It's butter smooth.
He's getting super techie here from my end, because I'm not a non-technical person. The number one piece of advice that I can have for people wanting to video things on their from their phone: hold the camera sideways.
Yes, that's right. When you do it vertical.
He got that ingrained in my head.
Yeah, when you do it vertical, when you're holding the phone like this.
That's why when you watch videos, you see the black lines along the side, and it's very narrow.
Yeah.
If you want better video, put it sideways.
There you go. Good point.
That's my lesson. See, I listen.
Yeah. See, I just jumped right ahead. So
I told you.
Kerry's reining us back in.
RVDM said they're in for Alaska 2021. This is
that will be awesome.
And Russ is just.
All right, sorry about that. We are 20%. We're going to roll with this until we die.
We're good. And Travels with Delaney loves the idea on the charity. things. So I think we can all brainstorm together. Whoever
Yeah.
wants to join in on the caravan, maybe we can do a vote.
It's interesting too because we could probably really push that. With the Delaney's have an amazing amount of reach with their channel.
Yeah.
Kerry is a fundraiser. I'm in marketing. Mark from RV Diem is in marketing as well. So
We're going to be a caravanning powerhouse.
yeah, we could probably reach a lot of people and do a lot of good for a charity.
Pamela said Jim must be listening at work. He said Convoy is the name of it.
Convoy, okay, yeah.
Makes sense. We were talking about Convoy. Hold on, cough again. Okay. It's something here in Montana.
Yeah.
That's making me do that.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Kerry suffers from allergies, and it'll last all summer long. It doesn't matter where we are, except it's a lot less in
Dry climates.
dry climates.
But I'll be talking and I suddenly either lose my breath or I get a coughing fit. So
No big deal.
no big deal.
Press on. We're
Okay.
good.
I'm just explaining. I'm not dying or anything like that. I'm not contagious. So Unboxing Our Life said we're thinking about RVing in Europe for a few months or
Oh.
maybe van camping.
That'd be cool.
I think in Europe the van camping is
It's
huge.
huge.
And just from my little exposure in Europe, van camping seems a lot more doable. Those streets are tiny.
Yeah, and I think that's why the van life is so much bigger, is because it's a lot smaller.
What was that movie that we did that
I think it was called Van Life.
Van Life? If you check our playlist where we do movie reviews, we used to do like RV Movie Review Monday.
Yeah.
There was one that we did that covers people that are van lifing in Europe. And that might give you some interesting perspectives on that.
Yeah,
So
it was a
check that out.
fantastic movie. Speaking of great movies, we just watched one recently, and we kind of decided to move away from the RV movie reviews, but this one, I think we're going to have to talk about it because it's called Darius Goes West, and it's basically trying to open people's mind or eyes to Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. And I said that all wrong. But anyways, it's a fantastic movie. It's done so well. I think Kerry and I are going to do a little bit of review on
And it's
that.
an RV trip.
It has to do with an RV trip. And then I think we'll give that video away to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a giveaway with that
Okay.
with that DVD.
That's one of the things we don't have a lot of space.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this video so that we could do a movie review on it a long time ago, and we kept putting it off.
Yep.
And we'd love to share it with someone.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Great message.
Pam said Chris Christopherson,
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
3 for the Road RV. He wants to go deep sea fishing.
Yes, us too. Me too. When I was young, right out of high school, I worked for a marine company that built boats, and on the weekends I would go work the deep sea fishing part. I really didn't know how to deep sea fish, but I could do whatever with the crew, help tie the boat up, whatever, and it was so fun. I've never done it personally as like for enjoyment. I've worked on a boat that did it, so I'm looking forward to
being the customer. to
being
go
the
out there
customer, yeah.
And get your picture with the big fish.
Yes.
And then me with the bigger fish.
Yes, of
So-
course. That always happens. Doesn't matter.
Adventure Archaeology said Daniel has some content for sure. The Gold Rush stuff is amazing. So
Yeah.
going back with
with
Arctic.
Arctic Diggers.
Diggers.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited though with all of our treasure hunting. I mean, this has been something that's
Hey.
been in Russ's background for years.
Yep.
And one of the main reasons we wanted to RV full time, but we were just trying to figure out a way to kind of bring
Blend
it in.
the two
And
together.
we figured we're showing you our life, and this is part of our life. So we're
Yeah.
glad that you've all been so receptive to it.
Next week we went and did some sapphire hunting this weekend or this last
I'm
weekend.
getting jewelry. Let's just say that.
And we got some amazing sapphires.
Judy said, now talking about Key West, how we talked about trying to go there. She said there's some state parks in the Keys. If you plan a year ahead, maybe stay in one of those. I will tell you, those things get filled within hours because it's a year to the date that you can make reservations. So in January, when we couldn't get anywhere, I tried doing that for this upcoming January. Things were already booked. And I was talking to some of the people there. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's something that you're going to have to dedicate time to trying
Yeah.
to get your spot in
What's
advance.
frustrating about that is you go to these state parks as well. in Florida, and they'll say they're booked, but they'll have a last minute opening. And we went into one for one night, and there were about 15 sites
people were just no-shows.
open where people just no-showed, and it's because they allow that year-out reservation and no what is it when you get a mark against you for canceling? You know? Yeah, they should just say, hey, you pay now and you get no reimbursement for it if you don't show up.
Now this is a good tip. Blue Way Bob says with Thousand Trails, he's in the Keys for $20 a night.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about Thousand Trails. We haven't, we're not members yet, but
one more
maybe we have to look at it.
So our first year before we started full timing, there are so many plans out there. It's daunting when you are first starting. And so we just picked a few. We figured we'd try it, we'd see how we travel, and then whether or not it's worth renewing. So we did Passport America, which we have never used yet. And we tried a couple times, and what we found is some of those places, they only have like X number of spots that they have at that rate, or some have changed since the directory has been put out. It just never worked, let's put it that way, every time we've tried to use it. So I'm hesitant to even go that route now. So we will not be renewing that. Good Sam. Russ loves getting the 5 cents off a gallon.
Yeah, it's nice.
But so that alone, when you're filling up big rigs, you get that money back very quickly.
It's nice seeing something drop from $2.95 down to $1.87, or down to $2.87.
And we have stayed at some Good Sam campgrounds, so you get the 10% discount. So that one will probably renew. Harvest Toast.
Oh, of course.
Well worth it. Keeping it. And we're also grandfathered in because we're one of the members from the early on before they raised the rate. So as long as you continue and stay every year. So we're keeping that. We love Harvest Hosting.
Oh, yes.
So that's a good one.
I miss Harvest Hosting.
But we'll check out Thousand Trails because we have heard a lot about it since we've been on the road. Go ahead, talk for a second, babe.
Yeah, and I think another one that we're looking at is Boondockers Welcome. We purchased that, but we really haven't used that.
Oh, sure.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll use it more. Or maybe we just won't get it.
We're more comfortable now, well, especially in the Southwest with BLM land. I think Boondockers Welcome is something very good for the East Coast, where BLM land is a little bit harder to come by.
Exactly. There are no BLM land on the East Coast. BLM is 17 Western states. That's it.
So there you go. That's how that works. But they have more.
Well, I didn't want people looking for BLM land in Michigan or something.
I was going to.
Because it's not going to happen.
Forgotten Winter said the garnet video was amazing.
Yes.
You haven't seen anything yet.
I'm telling you, the sapphire stuff, we have so many gem quality sapphires. We have some that are being cut and treated and all. Unfortunately, we won't see those for about 9 months, but there are some amazing sapphires there. So we had a great time. We got over 100 carats of sapphires from 2 hours of hunting.
Yep. I'm just trying to move along here because I'm getting behind. So RVDM said, yes, let's make it happen. So that is something everybody else watching, it's going to happen. Adventure Archaeology, thanks guys, looking forward to our fall collab. Yes, we are going to do a fall collab on treasure hunting in the Southeast.
Yes, we're going to get together. I'm going to make Brandon take me bottle hunting again. I'm going to have to get in better shape before I go with him. But we've got a collab set up where we're going to do some diamond hunting and maybe some shark tooth hunting as well.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong on the Hutchinson.
Okay.
They call it Hutch for short.
Yeah.
So we were technically
like I said, when somebody sets something in your mind and then you're like, oh, it's gone? Yeah, that's what happened there.
Blue Way Bob just bought the Hero 7 Black and likes it.
Oh. Yeah, the Hero 7 Black is amazing. I like the voice control. I like the fact that you can pair it with your phone and see what's going on and start it and stop it with your phone and be able to view what's going on with your phone. I didn't want to spend the money, to tell you the truth, but
he put it off for a while.
But once I got it, I was super happy with it.
Yes. And it came in fantastic when we were ziplining.
Yes.
Because they mounted it to the helmet. They had the helmets at the zipline place that you could mount them. More and more places are starting to do that. And then you can just yell, GoPro, turn on. And then in Russ's case, it doesn't listen to him. And then he starts yelling in an aggressive voice at the darn...
It's learned its lesson. It listens to me. It just doesn't listen to you now.
Oh, I was right in front of it the other day yelling at it to turn off, and it wouldn't. And then Russ is from across the rig, and he says it, and it turns off. But There we go.
Yeah.
Judy says, I have a Nikon DSLR. Should I buy a GoPro to mount on the car?
Yes. Yeah, because
if you want, those tend to be the best for, especially with that stabilization.
well, here's the deal. That Nikon DSLR is a very expensive camera. I don't know which Nikon you have, but I'm guaranteeing you, it's 700 or more. Plus, it's big. And those GoPros are rugged. I've seen videos of them falling off skydivers that were thousands of feet in the air and hitting the ground. They found it, picked it up, and it still works. So I would highly suggest getting that, because you can use it for stuff that you wouldn't dare do with your Nikon.
Now, a couple people, I'm not ignoring you, but a couple people have thrown in ideas for the charity. And I think once we kind of get this caravan organized, then we will put out a venue where people can submit suggestions, and then a way for us to kind of decide on which charity will do that. Because at this point, I'll probably lose track of them. So, but they are great ideas. St. Jude's, Vets, PTSD, stuff like that.
All of it. Yeah, fantastic. We'll have to sit down with the once
I'll put on my fundraiser hat, and then we'll get going.
And once we start planning, we'll have to sit down with the other channels that are going to be there, and we can all kind of decide as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Pamela has a YouTube type question. Was it difficult to make the decision to do a YouTube channel? I feel like I can hide behind things in a blog, but would like to expand my 2 videos to a YouTube channel, but it's scary. It is very daunting. Now for Russ, he's going to tell you it was nothing, because he's been doing it for years. He has his other channel that he had for a while, and so for him it was nothing to stand in front of a camera. For me, it was terrifying. I mean, I would have meltdowns about having the perfect take or whatnot. My suggestion to you is just be you. Just relax. Don't worry about if everything's perfect or not, because life is not perfect.
Yeah, and that's great tips, because YouTube is all about people, and people, whether they want to connect with you, whether they identify with your message, whether they just want to live vicariously through you. I think the channels that do the best are the channels that are not being trying to be something else, and just be yourself, and people will identify with you. It's tough, I will give you that, but the reason why I knew I was going to do a YouTube channel when we went this direction, it wasn't trying to get huge or YouTube stardom or anything. It was just because that's what I like to do. I like to make videos, and I like to document what we do. And I think it would go along famously with your blog. And the great thing that you've already got your blog here is that you can start off just as slow as you want.
Yes.
You can use that as a little bit of extra for your blog, and then move into it. And as the more comfortable you get, and but within a year, you will be a pro.
Yes, and just the more you do it, the more practice you get. Just like with anything else, the more comfortable you become with it. But my other big suggestion is take the feedback from people. Now, take it with a grain of salt, because sometimes you do get what they call out there the trolls. I mean, we've talked to a lot of people on different YouTube channels or starting YouTube channels, and they're afraid of negative comments.
Yeah.
There are people out there that do that, but just don't let them get to you.
Yeah.
It's such a small part, and this RVing community is such a great supportive community. So just focus on that.
Exactly, and that's a great point, because you will get trolls occasionally. Not so much in the RV world, but they do come through. You will get people giving you a thumbs down. And that's not a big deal either. The way I had to tell Kerry, because we would get them occasionally, we still get them occasionally.
It broke my heart.
It's just like, why don't they like it? Really, it comes down to engagement. If somebody hits that thumbs down button, that's fantastic for you, because they engaged.
Algorithm.
Yeah, they engaged with your video. It's much better that they give you a thumbs down than not do anything at all. Just watch and go. So that's how you look at it. Now, you don't
thing you have to worry about is more thumbs down than more thumbs up.
I was just going to say that. You don't want more thumbs down than thumbs up. But in this community, don't have to worry about that.
Dudu's RV Experience.
Hey, guys.
They're new YouTubers as well.
That's right.
So welcome. This is their first time in the room.
Thank you for joining us.
Steve and I had 1,000 Trails that worked really well for us. Steve got a veteran discount, so that's something else for people to remember, and they got a year trial for $450 a year. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I've not looked into Thousand Trails at all, so I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
we'll
it.
have
So
to.
thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, and Steve, thank you very much for your service.
Judy asked, have we watched Joyous Voyagers? And the Harvest Host location said, we know the Joyous Voyagers.
Yeah, we caravanned with Joyous Voyagers and have met up with them 3 or 4 times. But yeah, they've got a wonderful Little Guy Max channel, and they're great people. Corey and Daniel
Yes.
really enjoy their
Really
company.
good people.
Yeah.
Juju's RV Experience said, didn't know there were no BLMs on the East Coast. See, I was not the only one that was aware of
Yeah,
that.
it's 17 Western states is where you'll find BLM. I only know this because I was a Department of Interior employee, which is what BLM falls under. I was Bureau of Reclamation.
Okay, so I have 2 great comments that are backing up more about starting a YouTube channel and negative stuff. So RVDM said, if anyone's thinking about doing a YouTube channel, just do it.
Yes.
I agree. Some people will like you and some people will not, but you'll find your tribe, and your tribe will find you.
Yeah, wise
Yes,
words. Yes,
exactly.
very well put.
And then Travels with Delaney said, trolls on your channel is a sign that you're doing something right.
That's right.
See, remember that.
Yeah.
It's like a badge of honor.
Yeah.
So those are really important things, and it's very tough because if you're not really heavy usage in social media and putting yourself out there, those comments can hurt because you don't. It's not like some of these people would say that to your face. The vast majority of them would.
Yeah, they would.
So just remember that, and just move on. Do you do what you do? And just let that roll off your shoulder.
Oh my goodness, I got to tell you, on my and that's so true. On my other channel, RB's Variety channel, there are so many trolls on that channel. I have 17,000 subscribers, like 14 million total views on there, and that thing gets trolled more than you would imagine. And to be honest, I egg it on too. When they troll, I'm like, hey, thanks for the comment.
Again, because of the algorithms,
yeah.
The more conversation back and forth within your comments section. So
I don't know if there's still people in here, but the phone died. So Kerry had to run to work, and I am going to go ahead and shut this down now. But I wanted to say goodbye to everybody real quick. I have no idea what Billy's barking at out there. But now that I'm logged back in, I can end this and we can upload it back to so that people can watch it on replay. So thank you again for joining us. Hi, Mom. Love you too. Let's see here. All right, that's it. I can't believe there's still 10 people here. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you, Donna. Thumbs up. And we will talk to everybody later. Take care.